It's lonely. Um, I can't connect with other men. It's like people trying to introduce me, but it's just when it's not the same, it's not the same. So I'm gonna do it different this time. I'm gonna be alone until I'm whole. And then when I'm whole, then I will, open myself back up so I don't make the same mistake again. When you go through a bad enough breakup, you're like, I don't like nobody. Like you like, I don't like nobody. I was sitting there, I was like, do I like women enough? Can I get with a woman? Like who can come in and fill this void? Like, oh my God, somebody. I have got to be able to sit with someone and feel a part of what I felt with him. But I don't yet. It'll come. It'll come. But I'm like, and I think that now that I'm realizing that, because what I've decided is that I'm not gonna look for it anymore. So I'm not gonna like push myself into dating or anyone or trying to figure out, who do I like, who could I be around, because this is probably also part of healing. Me just sitting with this, sitting with being alone, sitting with the loss, and let myself heal the loss. And I know I'm crying right now, but I feel good every day. Each day I get better. Each day I feel stronger. But I ain't gonna lie, it's hard. It's hard living lonely when you know you have to live lonely for a while.
Bro, it's clear as day this woman is acting, and it's sad. It's sad from the sense that there's a man out there who fell for this. Now, this is not her first marriage. This is not the first man that she attempted to finesse. Check this out.
She thought she'd hit the jackpot, but the prenup had other plans. Cordell Stewart, the former NFL quarterback, married Porsha Stewart from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. After just 2.5 years of marriage, Cordell decided to call it quits, feeling the show was negatively affecting his son. And his life, Porsha wasn't happy, and she tried to hold on to their family home. But Cordell had other ideas. He changed the locks and kicked her out. Porsha then took him to court, hoping for a big payday. But Cordell had a secret weapon. The prenup the judge ruled in his favor, leaving Porsha with no alimony, no house, no share of his NFL retirement, no cash and no health insurance. She even had to cover her own credit card debt. In the end, all she walked away with was her car, personal belongings, and the ring.
You gotta be a sucker, bro. Like, how much of a sucker can you be to watch a woman try the same move with another man and you came through and fell for the same trick? You fell for the okey doke. How slow can you be? And this is supposed to be a very rich man. And this is why I be trying to tell you all dudes, bro, your money can't save you. Look, here's the reality, fellas. The woman that you could pull without the money is the same woman who is going to be for you with the money. If you couldn't pull that chick without the money, she's not for you and your money can't save you. Now, her husband, who she finessed, is acting like he's oblivious to this whole thing.
Do you regret marrying her?
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking, why did you file for divorce? And she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either. I later figured out this felt like a coup When you
Mhm.
I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm familiar. I say it because I'm from Nigeria, and that we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah.
Um, that's how I felt. I was totally blindsided. I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side or on the father's side, um, reached out to me. And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom, and she didn't respond. And so I essentially sent her a text message. I said this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her concerns or issues with me before filing for divorce. If you're married, I've been.
Damn, shit. She came up. She came all the way up, man. Shit. Damn, man. Look at this sucker, bro. Sad.
Married quite a bit. I think I understand a little bit about the dynamics of. I should understand a little bit about the dynamics of a relationship. You discuss issues and say, "Hey, if this does not change or something does not happen, this is what might come of it."
Mhm.
We never had those discussions, and I'm happy to share with you text messages where I was essentially blindsided
This
by
is
the
I
divorce
crazy,
filing.
bro.
I was actually going to ask you if this was something that you saw coming, if conversations had been had prior. What do you think or what do you think Portia's reason was to file for divorce?
I think I was targeted.
In what way?
Uh, I was targeted from day one for financial reasons. When I filed for divorce from my previous, ex-wife, she was in my DM praying for me, and I think I was in a vulnerable position at that time, and I entertained it, and so it just kind of snowballed from there.
Mhm.
Getting engaged in 30 days. I mean, who does that? I was out of my 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 goddamn mind to have done that, and of course, I'm paying dearly for it.
Wow. You
Bro, I mean, come on, bro. Engage in 30 days? You know what that means? She made this man marry her before he even touched that ass. How much of a sucker can you be? She saw dollar signs. He saw a fat ass. Even exchange, right? Even exchange for a sucker. And this is the thing, bro. Now, and fellas, some of y'all could learn from this. Like all y'all dudes out there who are squares, y'all could learn from this because I understand that there are some men out here who was raised righteous, who were raised in good households. Y'all went to school, then y'all got a good job, and y'all never really interacted with women who are for the streets. So y'all don't understand their tactics. And this is why, as a man, bro, you gotta learn the game if you're gonna play it. Understand that. So if you're gonna choose to deal with a certain type of woman, you all gotta learn the game first. Because if you all don't, they will always take advantage of you. Now, here's the reality. If you meet a woman who is for the streets, it doesn't matter what she says. In the back of your brain, you gotta always remember she's for the streets and she's who she is. Don't listen to her words. Pay attention to her actions. And that's just the bottom line. A hoe is always going to be a hoe. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. It's impossible. Okay? The signs are always there, man. This right here is crazy.
that brings me to my next topic. There was some reports stating that the judge overseeing your divorce case has upheld the prenup that you guys signed before entering marriage. Um, are you able to share a little bit about what those terms are or look like?
That she receive $40,000 a month in alimony for
Damn.
the length of the marriage, which was 14 months.
Okay.
Um, she gets to stay in the house, all expenses paid, including the mortgage,
Damn.
through for 36 months, up to 36 months. And if she chooses to
Damn.
own the home, she would have to refinance the property in her name
Mhm.
and take a 50% equity. I mean, I would she would have to give me 50% equity in the home.
Wow.
That is
What
crazy.
I guess what is your reaction to that ruling and that decision?
It's basically what I've held from day one um, about this case when I realized that I was targeted. I've had prenups in previous relationship, and I've honored those prenups without without reservation.
Mhm.
Uh,
So this man been a trick. Bro, you are nothing but a trick. So Shorty came up. That's the thing about a bird who's a professional, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you all. The thing about a professional bird, she knows how to spot a trick a mile away. That's why she's a professional. Facts.
this time around, I chosen to challenge in court all the way to the Supreme Court if I have to. This enforcement of the prenup is going to continue to receive legal challenges on the appeal front.
Okay. So you're vowing to appeal this decision for sure.
1000% is going
Okay.
to be appealed.
One of the things that has recently kind of come out is that Portia said she paid child support for your children while you were in ICE custody. Is what is your reaction to that?
She sent her two $2,500 payments in 1 month, and that was it.
Look
That
at this
didn't even
bird.
necessarily cover anything. I heard for the first time in court that that had happened, and I immediately text my ex-wife asking her, did she receive any funds from Porsche? She said yes. Porsche reached out to her and offered to give those funds to her. Um, in my opinion, it was not it wasn't done in good faith. It was done to give a narrative in court or to the public that I paid Simon's um, um, I paid Simon's child support.
Did Portia have a relationship with this son of yours that she sent his mother money for?
Not particularly. My boys um, were with me for the last 5+ years. They've been with me 1 week on, 1 week off, and quite frankly, my kids don't care who daddy's married to or who daddy's dating. And she never developed any particular relationship with my kids. They came as they came and we all did family things together, but there's not one particular child that she has. Her
This bird came up, bro. That's just the bottom line. Fellas, what y'all could learn from this is pretty simple. Focus on the women who wants you. Your money could only allow you to rent a bird. Your money will never allow you to keep a bird. This is why I tell you all dudes all the time, bro. Don't feed the birds. A bird is never filled. No matter how much money you give a bird, she will never be satisfied, bro, because she's only there to take everything that she can from you. And after she's done taking everything that she can, when your pockets is empty, she's gonna move around. Now, this man married this bird within 30 days and still got deported. Yo, this shit is so crazy to me. It's like, yo, it is what it is, man. But this is what happens when you're a sucker, man. Date within your tribe. If you know damn well you can't pull that woman without your money, leave that woman alone. And if you're going to deal with her, have your fun and move around. Treat a bird like a bird. But once you try to wife a bird and start thinking that a bird likes you for real, shit like this happens. And this bird saw right through this man. She read him like a book. This right here is sad, man. Fellas, stay wise out here, man. For real. If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.